So guys, I'm feeling a little under the weather today. I've got a throat infection and I wanted to show you what I like to do when I need a little bit of hydration because water is boring. So what I do is I make my homemade iced tea. So I've got this big Pyrex dish here. You can make it with anything. I like to make it with a little bit of tea, and you can use fancy tea, you can use herbal tea, you can use tea with caffeine or tea without caffeine. Some of my favorites are this celestial seasoning berry mix or this lemon thriller. I really like lemon flavors and berry mixed together. You can grab some green tea or Earl Grey tea. I like green tea. It's got a little bit of antioxidants, which helps. Little caffeine too. This one's nice, the green tea with pomegranate. We also have some variety of David's tea. There's a mango one here, and the other one, I think it was a strawberry rhubarb. So you can use those in infusers. And we've got our container here. I'm going to be filling up this guy. You don't want to be pouring hot tea directly into that plastic, so that's why I'm using my Pyrex dish. So here I chose the Mango Boost with matcha powder, antioxidants, little caffeine. That's green tea with pomegranate and one of the Celestial Seasons berry. So what I'm doing now, I'm just gonna add some freshly boiled water. Getting a little steamy in here. I'm sorry that you guys can see my dirty dishes. I apologize for that. I will be better next time. So this has to brew for about 5 minutes. What I normally do, guys, to bring to work with me, I fill up this ginormous metal thermos here. It's a 40 ouncer called Mana. I got it from Costco. When you have a container like this, you can pour the hot water directly in there with the tea bags. You can't do that with the plastic because you don't want the plastic to melt. But that lasts me during the workday. It's great. Love it. Perfect for hydration. This is what I mean. If you pour hot water into there, the plastic is gonna melt, or it's gonna release some of the plastics. These Rubbermaid containers like this, any kind of plastic, it's not meant to use in that way. Use them only with cool beverages. So electrolytes, guys. I like this Windsor half salt. It is made with 50% sodium and 50% potassium chloride. You can see here so it's made with iodized salt and potassium chloride. I like iodized salt. We don't get enough iodine in our diet, guys, unless you like things like mussels and oysters a lot. It's okay to use iodized salt. It's good for you. So this is actually a good way to get some sodium and potassium in there. Adding it doesn't really make it salty or anything. You're just adding, a little bit to just give yourself a little boost and to replace some of those electrolytes that you're losing out of your urine. There's other options too for electrolytes. This one's called Vega Sports Hydrator. I'm not big on this one so much. The flavor here is berry. It's got a good amount of electrolytes, 0 calorie, but flavor is kind of meh. They've got a lemon lime too, but it's good for, those days that you really need something specific. This one I got off Amazon. I'm not telling you guys to buy, certain brands and stuff. I bought this one because it had electrolytes in it. A little hard to find just plain electrolytes that aren't super expensive. This one has exogenous ketones, which I don't really recommend. I don't think we need. And to tell you the truth, it can give some people loose stools. So, meh. This one's actually not a bad flavor, lemon lime. I use it, again, just for the electrolyte portion, which is pretty good here. The scoops are really big though, so it says 1 scoop, but I use probably about half a scoop. There's these Mio Sports too. It's okay, but it doesn't really add much in the way of sodium and potassium. As you can see there by the half teaspoon serving size. You have to add quite a bit, to get the right effect. And by then you might be actually adding a little bit of carbs because it's flavored with certain sweeteners. Now, to get a little flavor booster, I like Mio lemonade. It's sweetened with sucralose. Then we got the good old-fashioned Crystal Light. You know, the kind that, has been around for 20 years, your grandma used to have. I like the lemon lime flavor. It's sweetened with aspartame and acesulfame potassium, so it actually has a little bit of potassium in it. I just use these little singles to add some flavor because I just like a lot of flavor in my beverages. I just find just regular tea is a little boring, but that's up to you. And if you wanted to just do regular tea without any of those flavor enhancers, you can just add some, Swerve. This is a erythritol-based sweetener. That's okay. And this one example here is stevia drops. So you can use that, whatever kind of sweetener you like. Or you can add a fruit infusion, actually. Mush up some fruit, pop it in there. You can put it in one of those tea bowls too. Add some lemon juice, whatever you like. So it's brewed for about 5 minutes, and I've got a big jug of ice, which I am going to pour in here. And all you need to do is let it melt, get a little cool, and then just pop it in your plastic container. And you're good for the day. It's a great non-water substitute. And here you can see that I'm enjoying my iced tea as I'm editing this video. I also wanted to show you that I was making chicken broth at the same time. We like to buy those pre-roasted chickens from the store as easy suppers, and quite often I'll save the carcass, freeze them, and make chicken broth out of them. I decided to use my Instant Pot here. I put 2 of the carcasses in the pot with some water, salt, some herbs, and peppercorns, and set it on pressure cook for 1.5 hours. This is the wonderful result. This is the first time using my Instant Pot for this purpose, and it turned out really well. You can do it on the stove. I've done it before, but you don't get the same potent chicken-y flavor. I'm really enjoying it here as just like a little chicken broth soup in a mug here. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm really sorry about the shaky camera work, and it's gonna be much better next time.